Welcome to another live stream. Sorry, I was reading my manual. Welcome to Life Journey Production Studios, and you can see I may have some sound equipment in the studio with me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, and it's good to see some of you already in the chat, and hopefully some more people will be showing up. I'm going to hit record. We are now recording ISO tracks, so going to have all the camera angles tonight, even though some of them will time out, but it's great to have you guys with me live tonight. Let me just look down at the chat on my iPhone, and I think I've said hi to everybody that's here. Tonight's going to be a special 1 hour live stream, so start your clocks at my time, 5 o'clock. We're going to take a break, and then if you want to join me, you can join me for a Zoom town hall. And we have a special guest. Hopefully she'll be in with us tonight in the chat as well during the live stream. Her name is Jenna Securato, and she is from New York City, one of my clients, and she has agreed to join us tonight. So she'll be in the chat. You guys can say hi to her. So when you see Jenna, she should pop in tonight in the chat. If she doesn't, she'll be with us in the Zoom meeting. So from New York City, you're going to get a chance to see the view from where she's producing, and I'm really excited to introduce her to you during the Zoom town hall. So again, 1 hour live stream, then we're going to take a 15-minute break. At 5:15, we'll be back together so that you can join me on the Zoom town hall. Now, if you received an invite already, that's great. If you did not, you can easily get invited. So I have a link in the description, and if you just go to this page right here, and the link is in the description tonight. It's also in the chat. You can fill out this form: name, first name, last name, email. I don't need a phone number unless you want to give it to me. And then put in here, I want to join the town hall. It's the same form you can use to get a free consult. So keep that in mind. Again, that link is in the chat tonight. If you look up in the chat, as well as it's in the description of this video. So as long as you go out and fill out that form sometime tonight, if you haven't already, I will check all the emails and see who has invited me. I also have the app on my phone. And then I'll be able to send you the Zoom Town Hall invite. We have two special guests tonight in the Zoom Town Hall, besides all of you guys who will be joining me, and I hope you guys will join me. And if you're watching this after it went live and you missed the Town Hall, I do one of those once a quarter. They're not live. They're not recorded. It's just a gathering so you guys can meet each other. We get a chance to see different studios. And so if you haven't showed us your studio tonight, we'd love to see your studio. You can even log in with a smartphone in order to show us your studio. So again, that will be really exciting tonight. I will be moderating that Zoom. And so we'll have two special guests again. Jenna Securato is coming to join us tonight in the Zoom call. Had to move some things around her schedule, so special thanks to her. We're going to introduce you to her. She's brand new to producing podcasts, brand new to video production, brand new to editing in DaVinci Resolve, brand new to using a Rodecaster Pro, brand new to using a DJI mobile device, and brand new doing a podcast video and audio with the view of downtown New York City outer window, and you guys are going to get to see that in the Zoom Town Hall. So if you don't join the Zoom Town Hall, you won't get to see that. Maybe perhaps in the future I can have her in the live show. But so again, 1 hour live tonight. We're going to get started. We really only have one major topic to talk about tonight, and I'm going to show you a video of an unboxing tonight because it was too big to unbox in here. And so I have a video of that, and then we're going to actually get a chance to talk a little bit about this new device that I purchased and I'm using in my studio. The other special guest is he's actually kind of not, I don't know how to introduce him. His name is Ratso. He's going to be with us in the Zoom town hall meeting. He's got quite a few things to talk about tonight. So I got a chance to chat with him earlier. So Ratso is going to be here in the Zoom gathering tonight. So I hope you will fill out that form. Again, just go over to the link in the description tonight or in the chat and fill out this form. and then I'll get alerted. Make sure your email is in there and it's correct. Put in the description or the type here your message that you want to join the town hall meeting. That's my website. I'm not going to hit you with a bunch of spam. I'll just be able to invite you to the town halls the next time we have one, and I'll invite you tonight during the break. So from 4 to 5, we'll be live tonight, 1 hour tonight only. So we're going to call it at 5 o'clock, roll the outro, and then I'll be back with you after a 15-minute break, not counting the outro because that takes 2 or 3 minutes. But right at 5:15, I will be in that Zoom meeting waiting for you to join me. And again, just click on that link. You should be invited. I will add other emails. I have the whole thing up and ready to go. You just double check and make sure it's still here somewhere, ready to go. So I will be able to jump in there and add anybody to that Zoom meeting, and then you'll get an invite. And so be great to have you. So want to say hi to some people here now in the chat. So let's just go through here. Early bird seems to be David. So thank you for joining me, David. He did say he's in the chat now, but he was in way early. And then let's see who popped in here next. Then we had Hank, and Hank is letting us know, like I asked for, where are you from? And so he's got all that information in there. And he said, Bluffton, South Carolina, for a full evening of Keith's unboxing, followed by unboxing of all Keith's streaming regulars. Yeah, so that would be really cool to have you guys join me in that Zoom town hall meeting so you can meet each other. You'll get a chance to meet our special guest tonight, Jenna Secarato, and again from New York City. She's going to give us a tour of what she's doing, and brand new to all of this. So I thought she'd be an inspiration for those of you in the Zoom meeting tonight. So I hope you'll join me for the Zoom town hall. Many of you already got an invite. I didn't get a lot of you accepting them, but I sent a lot of invites to regulars. So if you didn't get an invite from me a couple days ago to the Zoom town hall, make sure that you email me if you already have my email, or go to, again, to my link in this group. That's not it. Go to the link in the description and fill out this form and name, email. Make sure I need that to invite you to a Zoom call. Let's just minimize this and make sure you put in the message area that you want to join the town hall. Now, that's the same form that you would use if you needed a free consult. If you've never taken advantage of that, I do offer a free consult for people that get stuck doing a lot of the things that we do each Tuesday night. So if you do ever get stuck and you just want a little help, you can reach out for a 1 hour free Zoom, and I'd be happy to do that with you. Again, if you haven't already taken advantage of that, and then if you want to know how to be a part of my consulting family, like people like Jenna Secarato from New York City, as her and many others, then I can tell you about that program when we get a chance to Zoom. I don't talk about that here on the channel, but I want people to know that that free Zoom consult is available, and maybe I can solve your problems without having to dig in any deeper than that. So again, we got some other guests here tonight. Ernesto is here. It's good to have you. Happy Tuesday back to you. It is Tuesday. We got DJ Ware in the house. And again, I didn't catch that chat earlier, but hi, thanks for being here. Again, we'd love to know where you're from. So hopefully we'll have some new people. We've had new people the last couple weeks. So hopefully we'll get some new people tonight, and you can tell these people where you're from. I think it's encouraging when people get a chance to join you in a chat and know they're joining in a chat with people from all around the world. Then we have David here from a special place, and so I'll let David say where he's from. David's been here many times, and again, it is Tuesday. So 1 hour stream tonight. Hopefully we'll get through our topic. We are going to launch that topic here in about a minute and a half, so we will dive in. I was accused last week of rambling for 35 minutes, which I watched the video back. It was pretty true. If you heard last week, I hadn't had a very good week, and so in fact, today when I was chatting with Ratso, he kind of got on my case a little bit, told me to lighten up. So I'm going to have a lot of fun tonight with you guys, and I'm so glad to be here. So glad you're with me, even from places like Melbourne, Australia. Tongue twister, Melbourne, Australia. So good to have you, David, from down under. That is so, so cool. So we've got Bluffton, South Carolina. We've got Melbourne, Australia. We've got Keith from Richland, Washington, United States. And and like I said, if all goes well, Jenna Saccarato will be with us tonight in the Zoom town hall meeting. And I hope you guys will join us there. Places like Dallas, Texas, with DJ Ware. So again, I'm honored that I get a chance to hang out with you guys on Tuesday night. And I'm honored to have these clients that I get to help all over the world. So the furthest so far from me for a consult was Ireland, which was a blast. And so it's great to have you, Raisin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but from Perth, Australia, it's good to have you here. Aussies are here tonight. That is really cool in number. And so last week, like I said, I was down a little bit. So we're going to get started tonight without me rambling on and on and on, and talk a little bit about an item that I purchased. But again, just to promote tonight's town hall meeting, all you have to do is go over to my link in the description and fill out the form if you haven't already got an invite. If you want to join us for the Zoom town hall tonight, just fill out the form, name, first and last name, email for sure. I need that. And in the comments and the messages, please say you want to join the town hall, so I can invite you. So at 5 o'clock, we're going to end the live stream tonight, roll the outro video, and then I will be back in the Zoom meeting. If you get the invite, accept the invite, and you join the Zoom meeting, you're going to get a chance to meet two very special guests tonight. Very special guest client from mine, of mine that I get to work with all the way from New York City. You're going to get a tour of what she's doing. And again, that'll be in the Zoom town hall starting at 5:15, and we'll go for about an hour, 20 minutes. And then Ratso will be here tonight in the town hall meeting too. Many of you have requested Ratso to show up, so he will be here. DJ Ware, in your latest video, you mentioned it got cold and you put on a sweater. Yeah, it really got cold in the Tri-Cities, but it's been really warm. It's going to be hot in here tonight. So part of the break will be me turning the fan on. I've got some sound equipment in here, so it's going to heat up. So not only do I have my normal equipment that makes this room hot in the summertime, and it's like summer weather outside this week. A little cooler today. It was up to 85 on the weekend, so crazy, crazy. But yeah, Dallas, Texas. So David, good to have you here from Dallas. And temp dropped 40 degrees yesterday. Yeah, I would say it dropped quite a bit here in the Tri-Cities as well. That's a great response there from David. And my in-laws are there, so I don't know. I think that's DJ Ware talking about their location. And I thought I saw it was in the 70s. That was about 85 here. DJ Ware, Monday morning was 57. I have Dallas in my weather app since I've been eyeing it as a place I might potentially move. Well, that's cool. So people are talking about relocating. I did hear a stat this week that there's literally thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of people relocating to other cities. And so quite interesting. People are moving. I'm going to stay right here for now in Richland, Washington, do what I'm doing. But if you guys do move around, I hope I get to continue seeing you. So, okay. So I'm going to take chat off the air here just for a minute. And I think I said hi to everybody that's joined us, and hopefully more will join us. Tonight, we're going to talk about a new device that I bought. Let me just pop that up on the screen here. Let's see. Let's turn that off and this on. And let's see what angles I have here. Let's see. I think it's number 4. There it is. Let me do a little transition here. So let me cut to camera 4. I'm going to get out of the way here just for a second. Actually, that is my camera right here. So what you see right there is my new subwoofer. That is a 18-inch subwoofer. I'm going to change microphones. check. Helps if you turn it on. So that's the new subwoofer. We're gonna fire that up tonight. I think I have another angle I can show you guys here real quick. Let's change camera angles, see what other angle I have here. Do I have any other angles? Yeah, let's do this. I'll back this angle up to give you guys a better view of what's happening here. Okay, so then I'll cut back to that camera. So here's a better view over my head. You can see right, where is my hand here? Get my hand in the shot. So you can see my new subwoofer right there. And then this is the speaker. We unboxed these here on the channel a while back. So we're gonna be talking about this. I've been working on my rack right there. I have the CD player and cassette player right here in the rack. I have a power supply right here. This is my studio, PreSonus StudioLive 32SC. I got my little light case up. I didn't put it away before we went live. And I also have my new bat signal that came in. So we'll just chat about that for a few seconds tonight, but it's all lit up, shining the bat signal up in the sky. But we're gonna talk about this subwoofer right here. And I'm pretty excited. Shout out to some of my new clients that have been working with me. I use a lot of those funds, as well as any super chats and any Amazon associate links. So if you use the links in the description, they're marked as Amazon associate. I get a few coupons for that. And I've been using that money to build my studio, as well as my portable sound equipment. And so that's what we're gonna talk about tonight, because again, we only have an hour before we close tonight. It's a special 1 hour live stream. So I wanna talk about that. And then also on my desk, let's find that view right there. Also on my desk, I have the manual. I also have the info that came with my bat signal, which again, you saw on the shelf behind me. And this isn't our focus tonight. I'll touch base about this, maybe another live stream. But I did have it on my desk because I wanted you guys to know that, yeah, it is new. It's in the background. But we're going to be talking about this new subwoofer tonight. So let's do that. So I wanted to bring this up real quick. We're going to do an unboxing here. I'm not going to unbox it because you can see it's already unboxed, but I have a video ready for you. And I just want to wait a couple more seconds. I do see, I'll go ahead and say hi here to a couple people. I do see, get my mouse over here. I do see, what happened here? Me and a logo, chat on the air. I pushed, what? Me and a logo, sorry about this. Chat on the air. Let's try that again. Technical difficulties. Hello, Jay. I had to work really hard to say hi to you. Sorry I missed your live last night, but I hope you will join me in the Zoom town hall. Jay, I sent you an invitation because I was talking to Ratso earlier today, and Ratso wanted to ask you a question. And so I'm excited to hear your answer to that question. And if you don't show up, then we'll have to figure out another time for you and Ratso to talk. But he was wondering today about something that he saw on your live stream. I guess he likes your live stream. I don't know how he's logging in. If he's looking over my shoulder, you never know. But Ratso has a question for you. So hi to you as well tonight. So I am really excited about this new, let me just go back here and show you this page. So let's go to, what am I going to do here? Me too in my laptop. I can use this angle, right? Yeah. So this is Yamaha's page, usa.yamaha page. And many of you know, you've been on the channel for a while. I mean, what does it have to do with live streaming? I think it has everything to do live streaming, because audio, good audio in your live streams is paramountly important. If you go remote, it's very important. And I plan on expanding my company to do live streams remotely. So I haven't talked much about it on the channel. The first step is to get a mobile sound equipment ready, because a lot of these places that I'll be live streaming, I'll also be running sound. These will be events where people gather that want to live stream and also need sound. I may only do ones that I do both. The idea is that I can use these skill sets to help people go live at these events. I can also do the live sound because I want control over the sound when I go live, because my reputation's on the line. So I'm going to have the sound equipment. I'm also going to have the equipment to go live. It's something I'm building right now. And again, shout out to all of those people that have become clients of mine, because that helps me be able to expand this part of my company and invest in this equipment. So over there you have a list of the DZR series Yamaha speakers. Now my two 15-inch speakers, and there's one right there above my head, they're not the DZR brand. I will eventually add two 15-inch DZRs. These are the DHRs. They're not as expensive. You can get these right now on sale for like $600 and some. I paid way more than that. All of their speakers are on sale. That's why I pulled the trigger on the subwoofer. But again, this is the line, and you can see they have all these different models. And if you scroll down here, then you can see the subwoofers. And this is the subwoofer I bought right here. And they come in two models, the XLF and the XLF-D, D standing Dante. So you can actually get these Yamaha speakers with Dante already built into them. I'm using PreSonus's digital protocol for networking, so I don't need Dante. But if you wanted to use Dante, and if you don't know what Dante is, it's just a protocol for you to be able to send audio over Ethernet. And so I can do that using PreSonus's their own proprietary protocol, and it's working great for me. And I'm planning on expanding that network in the future. But anyway, I bought this DXS18XLF. It's a 1600 watt subwoofer. There's the SPL, 136 dB SPL. Frequency range 30 hertz to 150. And obviously, if you're going to have a subwoofer, you're going to roll off a lot of those low frequencies in your speakers. And I'll talk about that when we get up to go look at those. And I will be using, let me unplug this right now. Oops, not unplug that side. I will be using my mobile cam. So FYI, so let me get out of that and into this. Get that fired up. So subwoofers, and then if we go over here to this page, see if there's a picture here of them. So here you are, I'll zoom in, and you're gonna see this unboxed here in just a moment. But they do have a steel grate, but they got a cloth front. That's the only thing I don't like about it. My other ones just have metal grates, and you can see the one that's gonna be behind me. I'll flip it around in a little bit so you guys can see both sides of it again. But you can see that these can also be set side by side, 2 to 3 of them, one facing forward, one facing back, and put it in cardio mode. And what that does is cut out a lot of the low frequencies that go on the stage and puts a lot of the low frequencies straight out. You can put 3 together, one forward, one back, one forward, in a 3-way cardio mode. And again, these are very highly rated, very highly sought after, and not inexpensive, but over $300 savings right now up until June. So Yamaha is having a big sale. And so I decided I better take advantage of that because I was saving for a speaker. But not only did I spend a little money out of my pocket that I hadn't saved yet, I was able to save a ton of money. So it just made a lot of sense. So then if you go over to the features, you can kind of see some of the features that are available. There's the DXS18XLF. You can see the frequency, where things roll off, and you can see the cardio pattern that's available if you do use them, like you see right there, one forward and one back. And then again, Dante is available. There's information about Dante, so you could just power your speakers, send audio to them through a cat cable. I'm already using digital snakes on the stage, but if you wanted to save a ton of money, that's one way to save a ton of money on cords. But you still need stage boxes or stage snakes to bring in all your outputs and inputs when it comes to microphones and instruments and all that stuff. So I'm not going to talk a lot about that, but there's some really cool features in these Yamaha speakers, and I'm going to go over the specs here real quick with you. What did I lose it here? No, where is it here? Right here, specs. So this is my row. So again, 30 hertz to 150 hertz, 18-inch cone, 4-inch voice coil. Ferrite magnets are in those. You got a sampling frequency of 96 kilohertz, maximum output level 136 dB SPL, and then 1600 watts. And then you can see the power ratings, burst 1300 watts, continuous 1200 watts, dynamic 1600 watts, and then analog combo. There's two of those in the back, line inputs, and then you can see the impedance there, the analog outs, and all that information. There is a USB port for updating. Amplifiers of Class D, and let's see, it's got fan cooling, variable speeds, power consumption 40 watts, 180 watts. You can look at that if you're into all of that stuff. And then here's the dimensions, 21 7 inches, that's in inches. You also have 550 millimeters by 657 by 720 millimeters. It weighs 107 pounds or 48.9 kilograms. And again, 21.7 by 25.9 by 28.3. So it is not light and it's not small. And you can add casters on the bottom. They are back ordered till June, according to my rep. But the enclosure material is plywood. It's got the durable painting on it, the Ploria, whatever it's called, black and white. And then the pole socket, it has a regular drop-in socket and then a screw-in socket, and I bought the pole that screws into the top of the subwoofer. So that's kind of the specs. Let's see if there's anything else here interesting. Speaker type, powered subwoofer, bass reflex, and I think everything else here we've pretty well talked about. Let me go back here to overview. And they have a video, but the DZR series, they have a DSP built in, flexible DSP, and a bass reflex cabinet design with wide flared ports, ensure lower frequencies maintain outstanding clarity and musicality even when the volume is cranked. And I have heard these subwoofers and I've heard the speakers and they sound amazing. In fact, I have a friend that's in a building right now that has two of the 15-inch that I don't have yet, and then one 18-inch subwoofer. So I've already heard what those sound like. I'm looking forward to firing it up tonight and playing with it in the garage tomorrow. But tonight we will actually fire it up and I'll show you guys the menu system. I have not turned it on yet. So literally tonight will be the first time that it is turned on. And again, you can get these in white as well. And you can see that. And then there is a, is this the 15? I think that's the 3-way. Yeah, that's the 3-way. They have a 3-way as well in this. So if you want some more mids and lows, you can get this 3-way right there. And again, I don't have one of those. In fact, I don't have any of the speakers yet, just one sub. I will be buying two 15 inches from this line in the future, and then I'll be using my two 15s for fill. That's why I did that. So the 15s will be fill or overflow, and then the two new 15s, I may even end up getting 3-ways. We'll see, because that will help me. And I may even get another sub. I haven't decided yet. In the notes tonight, I said, is one sub enough? We're going to find out as I get a chance to play with it. I do outdoor events, so obviously I know 2 subs is better than 1, but at least I have an 18-inch sub now in my kit. So, okay. Let me just glance back in here in the chat. I see Jay. I don't see anybody else that popped in here. Let me look on YouTube here real quick on my phone. And I will say hi to you guys when we get back, but let's roll. Christopher and I did a little unboxing in the garage because it was just too big a box to try to do it in here. So I see you here, Chio. Thanks for joining me. So let's go ahead and roll this video, and you guys sit back and enjoy this behind the scenes of me unboxing this best, biggest box unboxing on my channel ever. And here we go. Yep. I'm filming it. Huh? I'm filming it. Right there. Here. Right there. No. Not. You want to grab that one out? What? Can we lift it out, you think? The handle's on the side? Yeah, you got a handle over there. Can you lift it out? Yeah. Okay, can we lift it out of the plastic? Pull this thing off. Upside down. Lift it up. Flip it over. That's right side up. No, so it is? Yeah. Oh. Oh. There you go. Hey. And then I'll size it compared to one of these. You want to get that stand out of my car? Screw that in. You want to help me lift it up? Yeah, okay. That side. You got to put it on the bottom. You can always turn it. There's two. There we go. There it is. So, see if that's on camera. There it is. You have seen the, I call it the whopping subwoofer. It is quite large. Yeah, so what do you do when you want to have sound outside? I don't think you can get away with not buying a big subwoofer. So I looked at the 15. It's 1600 watts as well. I talked to people that own both. And obviously the subwoofer just has more kick to it, pushes more air. So I guess that's the reason I got the big subwoofer. David said the subwoofer is, that is one big subwoofer. And I said, yes, it is big. So again, it's right here behind me. Let me get my camera 2 here ready, and we will go over to it and play around here a little bit. So let me go to Super Source, camera 1. I want to have on my 5D Mark III, and which reminds me I have something to tell you guys about that. Then this needs to be my PC. Okay, is it my PC I want? No, I want this to be, what did I decide? Yeah, I want that to be my PC. Let me fire up my Skycam here. So let's see. Got chat on the air. Sorry about that. Let me get the camera angle set up here. There we go. And let's change to Super Source here. So here you go. Here's the sub. And I'm going to slide back here. You guys should still have my audio. So I'm on this camera. So no, I'm not on that camera. What camera am I on here? Let's fix this. One needs to be on my 5D Mark III. That's much better. And let's flip the lights to this. Ugh. There we go. So over here, I have a couple things, but this is the baby, and I've never fired this up yet, so we're going to fire it up right now. Obviously, you have me in 2 views here, but I'm just using my Skycam. Sorry, it's a little bit overexposed, and I'm a little underexposed, but that's just the way it's going to roll tonight. So I wanted to just fire this up for the first time. So I have it plugged in to my StudioLive console, and I'm not going to feed in the audio, so I have everything muted. I have my auxiliary. I'm going to mute that, and I'm going to go to my mains and mute mic 1, and then over to, yeah, so everything's muted. So we're going to fire up the speaker first. And I know you guys can't see that. I'll do a different shot here in a minute. So the speaker's up, and now for the very first time, I'm going to push the button on the sub. And you guys can see it's booting up for the very first time, DXS18XLF. And so there you go. That is the menu system. And I have auxiliary 6 plugged in. So the way I'm doing this, I only have one subwoofer. So I'm going to run my mains right and left. I only have one main in here tonight, and that'll be the 15-inch speaker that's on top of this. And I'll show you that view here in a second. And then, so tonight I only have the right speaker up. So I have the right come out of my right channel. You have right and left mains. And then I'm going to run my one subwoofer using one of my auxes. So right now I'm using my auxiliary 6 out, and then I can send whatever I want there. If I want to send the bass guitar to the subwoofer, I can just by adding bass to that aux out. If I want to add keyboard, I can add some keyboard. Drum kick, I could add drum kick. So whatever I want to give low end, I'll have complete control over it. And I may always do that. I may use a pair of auxes and always use my subwoofers that way. Also, let's change camera angles here. Let's see which one of these. So again, I'm using aux, so right now I have it set for my main outputs. And then if I go over, right here is my auxiliary in 1. I have 2 auxiliaries, 1, 2, then I have tape, and then talkback. So this gives me an auxiliary in, this gives me an auxiliary in, this gives me a tape in, and this is what I hooked my iPhone to. But now that I have my tape deck, I have it just coming in. I can split it and have the tape deck, cassette tape come in one, and the CD come in one, but right now I've never used them both at the same time. So I have them set up this way. I could also do cassette recording. And this is an older deck, I'm just gonna use it. So I can play music right now, and so I'm gonna put some music on in the tape deck. So I've got some music playing in the tape deck. So I've got my mains on. And again, this is music that I recorded and I have rights to, so I'm just gonna play a little bit here in a second. So I'm gonna unmute that. So hopefully you can see that, hear that. Okay, so that's working. So I'm just going to turn this down just for a minute, and now we're going to see what we can do with the bass. So I haven't changed any settings, so I'm going to bring a little gain up in the bass, nothing major, to kill us here in the studio. And now let me see what I can get if I bring my aux on. So let's go to my aux input. Unmute 6. So now we'll mix them together. So that's the tape deck I've got going. Much better. So I've got the sub going now. You guys should be hearing me on back on my lapel mic. So I've got the sub going. Hopefully you guys can hear that. That's just speakers, and I've rolled off I rolled off 100 hertz and below. And here is the subwoofer. And there is some kick in the building. So believe it or not, there is some kick here in the building. So I only had it turned up to like 20%, 25%, and the subwoofer is bouncing off the wall and coming back. You could feel it in the whole house. And so that's a real quick demo. So in reality, subwoofers completely change the game when you add them to your studio or add them to your your situation. So I want to give you guys a shot of the menu. So I'm going to fire up my phone here. Let me look here. Oh, let's just stop here and pause for just a second. We have a special guest, and let me just say hi here. This is Jenna Sacarato. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Jenna. But she's going to be with us tonight in the chat for the rest of tonight's live stream. And then she's going to be joining us in the Zoom gathering, the Zoom town hall after. That'll start at 5:15. So it's great to have you here. She says she likes the Skycam. She can hear it now. It's good to have you in the chat tonight, Joe. Hope you'll be in the Zoom call later because Ratso was talking about you earlier today and he wanted to say hi. Yes, you did it. Yeah, so what happened here? There you go. So it's good to have you, Jenna, tonight. I know you were in a chat a few weeks ago, but it's good to have you here. If you guys don't know who Jenna is, she's one of my clients and now becoming a friend. And she's got a studio that she's going to show us tonight in the Zoom town hall. And she's diving in all the way into video production, video editing, podcasting, audio and video, remote podcasting, audio and video, editing in DaVinci Resolve, using cameras, using DJI gimbals, learning how to light her studio for the New York skyline. And you guys are going to get a chance to see, hopefully, the New York skyline tonight as Jenna joins us in the town hall. So 2 special guests. Primarily will be Jenna and the rest of you joining me in the town hall, as well as Ratso is going to make an appearance tonight in the town hall meeting as well. And if you don't know how to join the town hall, there is a link tonight in the description, and all you have to do is go over to my page, put your name, first name, last name, and email, and then that you want to join the town hall in the message, and then I'll get an alert. I'll send you an email link, just like I did to Jenna a few minutes ago while you guys were watching the unboxing video. So that was the biggest box that I've ever unboxed on my channel. Again, it is an 18-inch subwoofer, and I'm really excited to add that to my mobile sound system. And again, when you're doing remote shoots for people, sometimes if you're just going to do live streaming or video editing or video recording for people, then you might just take a video recording gig or rig with you. But remember, audio is so crucial to your video. So I would like to have the ability to control the audio and do my own auxiliary mix for the video recording, the live stream. And so I'll be a one-man band at those kind of things. That's why I'm adding the sound equipment for those type of events. So, and that'll be something as we get later in the summer that I might start doing a few gigs, a couple volunteer gigs. And then next year, I plan on expanding my company to do live sound, live streaming, and we'll see how that goes as time progresses. But have the subwoofer now. And here, let me listen to this real quick. So the right pronunciation of Jenna's name is Sacarato. So thank you. I actually had Jenna send me a voice example. Let's see, am I on this mic? Here we go. Did it play? Anyway, I now have the right pronunciation of your name, so sorry so much if I messed it up. So, okay, now I want to take you guys over on the desk here. Let's see if anybody else has joined us tonight. Let me say hi to Chio Walker. Thank you for joining me. I'd love to have you, Chio, put in where you're from in the description as well. And again, Joe joined us tonight. It's good to have Joe here with us as well. And then, like I said, Jenna has joined us, and she'll be our special guest in our Zoom town hall, as well as all the rest of you. You'll get a chance to meet each other face to face. But I thought her story of what she's doing and the challenges she's taken on, and I don't want to give all the details away, would be an inspiration to many people that would be in the town hall. And again, hopefully sometime in the future, I'll be able to have Jenna in the live stream so more people can hear her story. But I was fascinated, and it's been a blast to help her on her live streaming, podcasting, video production, lighting, audio, editing journey. So quite fun. So again, the link is up here not too long ago. So you can just, again, use the link in the chat tonight or in the description and go over and join. If you want to hear her story, go over and send me a invite email saying that you want to join the Zoom town hall tonight, and any future ones too as well. Okay, so we have about 8 minutes left before we end our 1 hour live stream tonight. And then tonight I'm reserving the last half of the 2 hours that sometimes we're on live for our town hall meeting. I want to be fresh. I want you guys to have a chance to meet each other and talk amongst each other. And so I'll be launching that meeting right before 5:15 tonight, my time. And many of you are from the other side of the United States or even down under. So you'll have to do the math. That's Pacific Standard Time where I'm at right now, and we're regular Pacific time. So for Jenna, that's 3 hours. She's 3 hours later. And for the rest of you, it might be 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. You might be in the same time, or you might even be earlier, depending on where you're tuning in from. So, okay. So I didn't mean to click that over there. Let me get back into OBS here. And let me go back to my Sky camera here. Get it back on the desk. Cool. Change microphones again. And I'll turn chat off the air and bring that in through SuperSource. So here's the manual. Let's change camera 1 back. Let's go to, let's see, what camera I want. That one. So I have this on my desk, and I wanted to just take a look at it here real quick. This is the manual, and just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information about the subwoofer. So here's the subwoofer. You have a regular pole type connection. And let me just zoom this in a little bit. Oh, no, you're fine. You guys can see it. I can zoom in a little bit more right here. So you have 2 types of attaching a pole. I use the screw-in pole. You can see this little icon right here, that's for screwing it in. Let's change the lighting back to this look right here. This look. And so, again, you can screw it in or have a pole insert right here, which is really good to have. You can add casters. So let me adjust this camera real quick. So down here, you can see the casters that you can add. So I will get those. Right now, they're in back order, so I can't get any right now. I don't know why they're out of casters. So I love the fact that you have the ability to change all the settings, that this has an LCD screen where my other speakers that I have, the Yamahas, don't. That's why I want to change to this line. But again, you have the dial and then the button press, and that's to go through all the dials. You have 2 inputs, so you can loop through. Most subs, you come in from your board, input, and then output to your overheads, your upper speakers. And but again, I'm going to have my subwoofer through an auxiliary out. So there's the 2 outputs, and you have DSP on or out, and We'll talk more about the DSP processing and what that means. It's designed really to help you protect your speakers. So for a subwoofer, it's really important. And then if you have Dante, which this speaker does not have Dante, I think it's like $150 more for Dante. Again, that's cat cable networking, so you could network and send all the audio through the network cable, which is something I can do with my StudioLive consoles. It's just proprietary. They don't use Dante, so they have their own proprietary networking system. But again, if you are using a board that has Dante outputs, then you can buy these speakers from this line with Dante in them. Again, mine do not have Dante, but they do have a Dante version of them. Then you got all the menus. So this walks you through all the menus, the home screen. I still got to learn this. Again, I waited tonight to push the on button on that subwoofer. So I had to set it all up, cross my fingers, and then live hit the on button and see if we were going to get sub. And we did. I just did not want to blast the whole house. My wife has clients right now. So, and then there's all kinds of different ways to set these up. And I wanted to take a minute to talk about this because there's different ways. So if you're using all the same type speakers from the same line of Yamahas, then you have some basic analog connections. You have, so this is the example, uses the DZR and the DXS18XLF series speakers. So I do not have the two 15 inches, so I won't be using this layout ever. But once I get them, I will. So it tells you how to set up the inputs. So the presets for A and for C, it tells you how to do that and how to hook it all up. So it's nice to have pictures. Here's another setup, and you can see all the monitors, 2 subs. Again, there's 1 sub set up here, shows you how to do it. So you can go through 1 sub and then back out. So I could do it this way. And then down here, you can see going through the subs and up to the speakers. Then here is another way to set it up. And then over here is when you get into the cardioid. So the interesting thing about these speakers, these subs, is that you can put them in a cardio pattern. And again, you can look that up. If it makes no sense to you, don't worry about it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. But one speaker points forward and one speaker points back. And right now I have my speaker with the back end showing. You're not seeing the soft side. And too heavy, I don't have a dolly or a cart, so there's no way to spin it during the live stream. I can spin the top speaker, but the bottom subwoofer it's 100 and some odd pounds. So, but again, this shows you Dante if it had Dante hookups. But this is how you set up the cardioid pattern, and you can go inside the menu system and change it to cardioid. Here you go. So cardioid omni front. This speaker would be facing front. So this would be omni front, and then this would be cardioid rear. And then if you're doing 3 speakers in cardio pattern, one's facing forward, one's facing back, one's facing forward, and then you would set it up this way. First speaker would be omni front, second speaker would be cardio rear, number 3, and then the third speaker would be omni front. So 2 would be set for omni front and 1 would be set to cardio back. And I'm sure you could just continue this pattern. But what that does is put less sub frequencies on the stage where your performers are, and the rest of it, the main sub would be in the audience, which is really where you want it. And that's a huge feature. If I buy 2 of these, I probably will set it up in a lot of the venues that I'm at in cardio pattern, so there's just less sub on the stage. So, and then they have the information here, the 15-inch speakers, which I don't have, but eventually I will. You can flip the horn so that you can use it as a stage monitor, so the horns turn, and you would want that if you're going to lay them down on their side or you're going to use them in a studio laying on their side. It's really nice to be able to buy even studio 15-inch speakers for a large studio to be able to turn the horns so you get a better stereo mix, because they're meant to stand up with the horn in the top and the mid speaker on the bottom. And if it's a 3-way, then you'd have a horn and 2 speakers, but normally they're stood up. But to be able to turn the horn to get a better pan of stereo, if you're going to use them for studio monitors or use them on the stage for monitors, that's one of the attractive things. So having 2 of these gives me 2 more monitors on a stage if I want them, or I could have 2 more speakers and just pop the grill off, flip the horn, and screw it back in, and it only takes a few minutes. So it talks about how to mount them, and then a lot of information about the Dante models, troubleshooting the different models right here, and then you get into all of the other stuff and new languages. So that's all the manual that applies to me, but you can see the different speakers they have. There's the 3-way, this is the 15 3-way, this is the 15. These are the ones I want to get, and these horns will turn. And then here's the 12, that horn will turn as well, and then these are the smaller 10s. Again, I want to get 2 15s. Mine are not the DZRs, mine are the DHRs, I believe is what mine are. So, okay. So that is kind of what I wanted to share tonight about the speaker subwoofer I added to my studio. It is now time for us to say goodnight and roll the outro reel. I know it was a short live. Some of you joined me late, but I hope if you have not already, you will use the link in the description tonight, and you'll also use it in the chat and go over here and let me know that you want to join tonight's Zoom town hall. Just fill out that form, name, first and last, your email, and then in the message to me, make sure you say, I want to join the town hall. Also, if you ever want a free 1-hour consult, then I would love to have you join me. That would be really cool to have you join me. Again, Jenna's going to be there. She's got a video that she's going to show us of the skyline and talk about what she's doing in New York City. So I hope you guys will join us for that Zoom. Ratzo's going to be here as well in that Zoom town hall. And so again, I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. Let me just look here at the chat before I say goodnight. Did I lose the chat here? Chio, I can't join, but have fun. Cool. For some reason, my chat is not working here. Let me unpop it out and go back in here before I say goodnight. And pop it back out again. Somehow my chat froze up. So let's see. Let's go back into Zoom real quick. Not Zoom, but into OBS. Turn that off. Chat on the air. Paste it in the chat link again. Make sure chat is working. And let's see here. There we go. Joe said hi. Good to see you, Chio. Hope you'll join us next time we have a Zoom gathering, because you said here you can't join. Good to have you, Marty B. Podcast. Hi, Keith. I'd love to join the town hall meeting. Yeah, so just use the link in the description. It's up above in the chat, or look at the description of tonight's live stream, and there is a link in there. So once I'm off the air tonight, you can just click on tonight's video, and there's a link there, and just fill out the form. I'd love to have you join us tonight, Marty. Okay. Think I've got everything here. Just looking to see if anybody else said anything before we roll out here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a chance to be with all of you that can tonight, face to face. It's great for you guys to meet each other. I do those town halls quarterly, so there'll be another one around September. So I hope you guys will join me then if you can't join me tonight. So that's the subwoofer unboxing video. You can go back and watch it if you came in late, but I did show the video of Christopher and I unboxing that Yamaha 18-inch subwoofer in my garage. We looked at the subwoofer. We played a little segment of that in the studio of one of my son's old albums that we recorded, partly in the studio, partly in other locations. And then we played the 15-inch DHRs and the subwoofer 18-inch here in the studio, and that was a lot of fun. So I'll see you guys at 5:15 if you can join me. If not, thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for being in tonight's short 1 hour live stream. We'll be back to an hour and a half or longer next week. I'm looking forward to that as well. And again, I hope you guys will join me at 5:15 Pacific Standard Time for our Zoom gathering. And I'll take a break here and send any other subscribers to that Zoom link, and so that you guys can join it. And looking forward to hearing from Jenna tonight and a cameo appearance from Rut. So until next week or the Zoom tonight, I am Keith. This is Life Journey Production Studios, and we'll see you guys here in the next video.